I'm here with Michael. Michael, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, how have you enjoyed the NAD meeting?
Oh man, it's my first time here, and it's greatly exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, excellent. When was the first 2 days? How was the traffic for you in your booth, and what type? Did it generate a lot of traffic for you guys to come in and talk to people?
Yeah, the traffic was, kind of staggered a little bit. I could see that there's certain times where they're letting people out of different events, and you'll see kind of like a rush of people come in, and then there can be a lull at times, and then and then it'll pick back up.
Sure. How many years have you guys been coming, or is this your first year at NADA?
Yes, this is our very first year.
Okay.
We actually tried to get in the year before, but we missed the cutoff.
Sure. So you will be coming back next year?
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
excellent. So regarding the auto world, what are you seeing as far as the evolution, including like solar add-ons, what you're doing out there? Where do you see, is this taking off to the next step as far as evolving these dealers?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what I've seen, and I've been marketing to auto dealerships for 5 years now, what I'm seeing is initially it was really contingent on state incentives, or really high, utility rates in certain markets that might motivate a dealership to go solar.
Sure.
In 2020, after the election, it was pretty clear. The president ran on being, the country being greener than it was previously.
Of course, yes.
And then, so the interest in going solar was there. Companies started making promises about what they're going to do in the future.
Right.
So there was a bit of a green shift there, but they were kind of pumping the brakes in a way because they didn't know if the tax incentives were going to be there.
Sure, of course.
And then at some point, and I want to say it was fall 2022, that's when the IRA bill passed.
Okay.
We started to see a real shift of companies saying, okay, you know what, this, we now have a huge runway to roll out these programs. And that's when we saw a collective shift in companies saying, okay, we are going to do something now.
Right.
It's not a matter of if or when, or it isn't about making promises. We're going to deliver. We're going to have to deliver on those promises.
Of course.
Now.
Excellent. Well, I mean, this is relatively new to the auto industry, correct? I mean, this has been residential for so many years, but with the auto industry, obviously, as it's evolving, are you starting to see more dealers, even at this show, that are like, oh, I wasn't aware that was even available. Wow, let me get some information regarding that.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how many people saw our little booth.
Yeah.
Saw that we did solar panels, and how many people suddenly
shifted
made a sharp turn, and we're like, oh yeah, we've actually been thinking about doing that.
Right.
If this would have been a couple years ago.
Well, with the cost of energy, why wouldn't you, right?
You know what? You bring up a good point, because a lot of people have been talking about how crazy their energy bills has been lately. It's one of their, it's their third or fourth biggest expense.
Yeah.
And it's something that, they're, that everybody has somebody on their team that's telling them how crazy the electric bill is.
Exactly.
Or how they're, they need to do something about it. And anytime you have the opportunity to get rid of 30 to 70% of one of your biggest costs,
makes a difference.
It does.
In the bottom line, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Michael, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming by today.
Yeah.
And good luck next year at the show.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.